Hello, Steve. Welcome back to Sid Meier's Railroads. I figured I'd play a little bit more of this game. I had a lot of fun just chilling and playing it when I recorded over the weekend, and also realizing after the fact that the game is now available on mobile. If you want to pick up the game on mobile, it's in the link. I put the links in the description to all the platforms. So we did the Southwest US in the last video, and I'm just going to double check a couple things here real quick. Okay, it does not have... There's actually supposed to be a Christmas scenario that's available on mobile. I have to try to find it for the PC version, because the PC game doesn't actually have it. You can get it here. Northeast US. So an area stretching from New York to Washington, D.C., down in the east, spanning from 1830 to 1970, which spans the humble beginnings of the American steam trains through the modern era of diesels. It's recommended for players of all skill levels. So we start off in 1830. By 1880, so 50 years from the start, we have to connect New York, Philadelphia, and Washington. Here's New York. Here's Philly. Washington's down here. I think this is Baltimore here. And deliver 50 carloads of immigrant passengers from New York to Washington, making jokes about, now we're walking. By 1930, create an economic empire by retaining a net worth of $20 million reduce, and expand your financial horizons by purchasing 50% stake in another railroad. Ensure the future of your business by building or purchasing a steel mill in New York. Establish your dominance in the steel market, shipping 100 carloads of steel from your New York steel mill. Now, this one is going to be a little finicky, and I'll explain as we get going. All right, so in the year 1830, the United States has barely begun its epic journey down the tracks of railroad history. Only 23 miles of railroad track exists today, but the future seems to stretch to infinity for those who control the rails. I'm going to pause right away. This is probably this is one of two good starting cities. Baltimore, because it hooks into D.C. right here. And then from there, I can kind of stretch out towards Aberdeen. There's Wilmington, Delaware, and here's Philadelphia. We're not too far away from it. Then you have Trenton, where it looks like Cornelius Vanderbilt has started off. This is the other good starting spot, because here's New York. And if you have, who needs food? Wow, okay, so Philadelphia can actually benefit from the farms in Trenton. And the other spots, I believe, way down here. Yep, we have Dover. Is where we have Jay Gould, who's starting off. So I may have to actually beeline to Wilmington first, because I do want to try to build a straight shot track. And then you have Harrisburg, which is the worst starting spot in this one. Let's actually check on coal. Okay, so steel. Oh, man. Okay, this is actually a bad start. And then, wait, they require automobiles. There's coal. That's wood. Where's my coal? Trying to find... Because you need a steel mill in New York. That's one of the objectives, right? Carloads of steel from New York. So if coal isn't in a good spot, like right here, you might have a problem. Trying to find coal for a power plant. Here we go. Atlantic City power plant demands coal. So there's coal way up here. This is the only coal supply we have, is Scranton. I could do like Scranton down to New York for the steel mill, and then find out another steel mill. So I only see one spot that has cars. I could probably, if I buy Vanderbilt out, I can hook into Trenton, put a put an automobile plant in there, and just take the stuff back and forth. But let's go ahead, hit play, and immediately we're going to go ahead and build a track out this way. No, whoops. Pause. There we go. Yay. Alright, so I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to put the track on this side. I'm just going to get a train going back and forth between Baltimore and D.C. We'll do that on both stations, too. Just immediately get a train going, just start something up. So we do have a steel mill here. Doesn't really help me much, because the steel's over here. Because it's like an intermediate resource, the steel, I'm going to have to do a couple of things with it. Okay, the refinery demands oil in D.C., so I could actually hook into this to get some resources. But I just want to get my tracks built and going as soon as possible. I'm going to build out this way. I'm going to run across over to Aberdeen real fast. Once this arrives, we'll go. And I'm okay. Okay, so he's hooked into Wilmington already. And where has... Okay, he's going down this way. He's hooked into Philly, so I can cut into Philly real quick. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sell some stock here, but let's go ahead and expand all these out. Sell some stocks. Oh, that is Reading. PA wants 4 loads of coal. It's a little bit out of my way. That's fine. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to be just real robber baron-esque. and just hook into both these cities, and just kind of go past them too. The main point of doing this is just to get it set, so... I want the depot on this side. Okay, cool. He's hooked into Wilmington, that's fine. And everybody's hooking into Aberdeen, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about this. What I want to do, though, is in addition to what I've already got. Just take that there. I'll just do 1 and 1. Coming out of DC, the 420 Norris now available. It's a little passenger train. Works for me. But now I've hooked into Philadelphia. I'm most of the way to New York. And you can do this very quickly. You can almost like sell all your stock and just push yourself real quick. So I'm going to be just total pain in the butt here. You don't have to do that. You don't at all. That's just me being a dick. Steep downhill. I don't think I'm going to actually keep this route here. There we go. New York's hooked in. Boom. Jiggle to set a speed record. Good for him. So very quickly, I've already got these, but you also need terminals in each of these cities. So it's going to just increase the... Boom. Got that open. And now we're just going to do New York to DC. 3. You have to do 50. So I'll do 4. Actually, wait. This I'm actually going to empty. I'll do 1 and 1 coming back. Reason for this is because the train has to come back and it has to just take those take the cars back and forth, right? Okay, are we getting materials here too? Nice. I'm going to double up this platform here. As soon as I get some cash, I'm going to double up this track. And this I highly, highly recommend you do when you're playing this scenario, is you want to double up the tracks in New York or in Philly, because if you do have a kind of a local service going, you don't want to have the other trains. Somebody's coming up the tracks, maybe? That's why. So the other train, this guy here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade his priority to high. He actually needs to have the right of way on these tracks. Now you can see down here the little dude is not green, but he is in gold. And this guy will actually stop and get out of the way for him. I don't have the pathing set to like super duper. Izzy, why are you still blocking me, dude? Did I not set this up right? Okay, I'm gonna dump this train if I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm just gonna delete him, just so this one can continue doing what it's doing. All right, very quickly got that hooked in. I'm happy about that. All right, so we got steel over here, and coal's up here. So actually, I could do a steel connection down this way. One thing I will admit I don't like about this game is how jank the tracks can look if it's not done exactly right. First train's coming in now, and I should actually try to hook New York into like Newark. Newark has wood, and they need paper here. Actually, okay, let's make this work. So I'm going to double this track up to about here. Spur this guy out this way. And you have cattle is not needed here, but it's needed down in Vineland. Alright. So we're going to hook up another little route here. This one's just going to be picking up wood. I'm going to do 4. I'm going to max this out. Here, clear it. 8 things of paper. Here, clear it. And that way it just goes back empty. The train's not going to be doing much. But let's go ahead and make sure Washington gets upgraded. It's going to cost me $250,000 to upgrade each of them. You know, Baltimore has a terminal. Let's go ahead and upgrade you, dude. Do 2 and 2. On that. Looking for our trains. Okay. Oh, you got the 440 American coming in. That's perfect, because this guy can get upgraded immediately for that. So I want this train to go as fast as possible and take as much cargo. Boom. And I got a speed record too. Nice. Right. And I do want to buy the entire chain here. So I want to buy the lumber mill, the paper mill, excuse me, in Newark. I buy this, so I'm starting to get money on everything that comes in from the wood supplier. Then I can turn around and buy the newspaper and get that too. Big, if you're playing this game, you want to try to make sure that you're getting as much money coming in. Kind of like you want to make money on both ends of the track. I'll go ahead and I'm not going to bid super duper on this, mainly because I don't have a ton of cash. I'm good with that. So we need a steel mill in New York. Just confirming this. Needs steel mill. Gotcha. New York's going to need a steel mill. Am I? Darn. Okay, I'm not close enough to Trenton to put anything in there. That's on me. Timber demand skyrockets, which means the price of wood is going to increase for me. That's helpful. Let's buy some stock back, buy the newspaper up. And you can actually build your own material. Oops, just bump my microphone there. You can actually build your own industries, and I'll show you that here in just a second. You know, as soon as I have the cash for it. Look, Jay, I know you want this thing. You ain't gonna get it, though. I'm willing to pay out the ass for it. Plus, I got more cash on hand to do something with it. So I had to pay $205,000 for it. Fine. Another speed record set here. Let's upgrade this to a terminal now. This is actually going to be increased passenger revenue on this end, and also down here. As soon as I get the money for it, I can upgrade it down here also. I don't have the money just yet, so we'll see how this train's going. Note, 7 carloads. Let's see how much is coming in here. Zoom in a little bit for this. You're going to want to look at the newspaper here. Getting $4,800 for each one. That's big. I'll check the victory conditions now. We've got 8 of the 50 carloads of people. I just need that terminal in Philly. So let's look at Philadelphia and see who we can kind of branch off to. So we've got processed goods. Demand for paper. Is coal being delivered here? Oh, the jank. Such jank. It looks so terrible. I need to buy these people out. And somehow they built over my tracks. What the shit? Alright, well, I'm going to just go ahead and just buy myself up. And just make sure I don't have anything that could... I'll maybe just leave like 10. I'm not actually doing food, so I'll go ahead and let that go. And eventually Newark will become a town, so I can actually start taking like mail and occasionally passengers over here. But this is mainly just going to be the wood industry. I was talking about the steel mill. You can do a new industry in the lot, and it costs $500,000. Flat cost. So there's the steel mill right there. But I don't want to be spending that much money right now. I can hold off a little bit. What I do plan to do is get the coal hooked up over here. Note there's no oil demand over this way. That kind of sucks. The map's actually set out with a lot of good resources, a lot of large and medium resources, but there's nothing to connect them to. There's Scranton over here. All it has a demand for is paper. Make your office jokes now. See how the 440 is doing down here. So I actually do want to follow this guy for a minute. So this train, 9 years old, fully loaded with people, and I can actually probably slap on a couple more people. Well, let's see how much money this brings into DC as this guy's coming in. Note, I've got till 1880 to finish this, and I'm already pushing through it. That's the big thing with this scenario. Once you kind of have a feel for where you're going, I think that's at 60,000 apiece. So let's just do that. And 16 of 50 carloads. We're going to go ahead and more timber demand increases. I'm okay with this. No, I just want 6, actually. I'm going to go for 6. Yeah, I'll just do 2 and 1 coming back. That works for me. And again, I don't know why the game let this happen. It shouldn't have let this happen. It's definitely a clipping issue. Now we'll go ahead and upgrade this guy. Oh, don't have the cash for it. Never mind. Got some money coming into Newark. And again, we're going to grab all of this paper. Oh, and there we go. Newark's officially a town. Hooray. It's not that it wasn't a town previously. It's just that is how it is. Terminals are now open, so we've completed one of the extra objectives here. And now we've got to get stock, steel mill, and carloads. So I can't actually, if I chose, I have to build 2. I need $1 million for this part of my plan. So I actually want that one. And I'm already being priced out. Okay. I will let them have this. And it's just a 10-year exclusivity thing. So what I'll need to do is I need $1 million. I need to buy an automobile factory here and a steel mill here. That's part of the plan. Let's go ahead and build another track. I'm going to actually do this. Oh, the mogul came in just as I was doing that. Let's actually upgrade this guy to the mogul. This is just a freight train. And watch this. Alright, so we're going to go up this way. I don't have the cash for it. Shazbot. Alright, once I get a load of cash, once that 440 American arrives with a bunch of people in DC, I'm going to get a lot of cash going. Note, everybody's trying to buy everybody out. It looks like Jay Gould is actually the guy to go for right now, because he's buying stock in Vanderbilt, and he's actually got he has a higher net worth than I do. That's not nice. Morgan's doing really bad right now. Yeah, I just got $300,000 for that, so thank you. I'm gonna swing out this way. Use this track. Okay, gentle downhill works for me. Steep uphill. I'm not too worried about that part of it. There we go. I can build my annex here. That's part 1. I can load up the steel, but I also have to have a place for the steel to go. Note, it's kind of important. Alright. This is such a... Oh my god, this is such a cluster. Alright, manufactured goods prices are falling. I need to look into buying some stocks here. Looks like Jay Gould is available to buy his stuff. Even though he's got a net worth above mine. Okay, let's do the steel mill part of this. We got that going. Now I need another $500,000 to get the automobile factory, because once this starts working, I'm going to be hand over fist. This is going to be so much, like, there's going to be a ton of cash flowing. And it's going to be kind of awesome. I'm not worried about this. Steel mill in Wilmington, this is producing. But cool thing is, if I let somebody else buy it, I can actually worry about it later. Alright. You got a load of paper going to New York. A lot of metropolises are popping up, none of which are what I'm working with right now. I've got my own thing going. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell a stock. Automobile factory. Now, I'm gonna go up here. 8 things of coal. Clear that. 8 things of steel. Down here, clear that. 8 things of cars. Take it back to New York. Clear it. So now this mogul is on its own dedicated track. We don't have to worry about it catching up with anything else. And then, let's go to the goods pricing here. Goods right now are $50,000 for automobiles. Mail and passengers are like $6,000. Maybe can I hook in here? Oh my god, I can actually hook into Trenton. Ha 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 ha. I was not expecting that, but that's totally cool that it made its way to be able to do that. Wood's going for $15,000, paper's going for $24,000. I wish this was a little bit bigger in game, but it's all I have. I don't think I can zoom in the UI any more than I am. I'm gonna buy some stock in J. Pierpont Morgan, because we've got to get that 50%. We've got 17 years to get 22 carloads of people in New York. I should be able to get that done. Alright, here comes the coal. And the coal's going to move out pretty quick. Not bad. Okay, and I just saw I got 57,000 for that first load of passengers, so I'm good with that. Okay, turn that around. I don't think we're going to get any cars here. Fine. I am actually going to upgrade Newark to a station. God, so many things just happened at the same time. Okay. So, I'll bid for it, but I'm not going to, like, bet the farm on it. Newark needs paper. What are you in Newark? Who needs food? Food's down here. Atlantic City just needs coal for power, or oil for power. This guy's hooked in. Food plant in Wilmington. This thing's producing. Everybody's going for it right now. Again, I'm just staying out of the way of those guys. I'll let them fight it out. I've got my own objectives to go through. You son of a bitch are taking my trains. Okay, look at my trains here. New York Express. Let's upgrade him to a 460. He's going to go faster now. I could do a low priority train route. But no, Vanderbilt and Gould are kind of locked in right now. They're going to fight each other for a bit. I'm okay with that. I'm also getting a ton of cash, so I'll do what I will with that. I'm going to buy one more thing in Morgan. And then what I'll probably do is, as J. Pierre Prop Morgan is being bought up, I'm going to sell that stock and turn it around and probably buy into J. Gould. Allentown wants paper. Okay, well, oddly enough, Easton can make paper for this. There is wood out here. I could do a spur line that runs, wow, 52 miles an hour. I could hook it into Allentown and then come down maybe to Philly to connect that way, but I don't think I need to do anything crazier than that. I think I'm going to do a little spur line. Let's do something crazy. All right, little spur line right there. It's going to be a happy little spur. Put an annex right there. Come out this way. Okay, we're going to come across. Gentle downhill. I'm okay with a moderate uphill here. And then right into Allentown. Beep, boop. Okay. So they're wanting paper. Love it. Here, same thing we did with Newark. Cancel. Why is that not set? That annex should be in the right spot. Okay, something's up here. That I absolutely need to get. Okay, I don't know why this isn't working for me. Huh. Really? Come on, guys. Just let me have the blasted thing, would you? Oh, damn, I already had it. Sorry. That just made it a little longer. Okay. I had to spend a lot for it, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Okay. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. The tracks are connected. I cannot explain this. It already has an annex, but I can't utilize it. Alright. Let's do something stupid. Let's do that. So it should still connect. It's going to block the path a little bit. Fine. I'll make it work. Do it correctly. Clear that. Get the paper. Clear that. Go here. Clear that. Change it, because we don't want a 462. We want a 260 on this one. Alright. I don't know why it's not letting me do that, but I will figure this out. I am also going to widen the tracks a little bit. That way this train should be able to go around it. It doesn't look like it is, though, because it wasn't built in time. Alright. I'm going to buy some more of our stock up. I'm also going to buy some more J. Gould stock up. There we go. Alright, now everybody's buying into J. Pierpont Morgan, so I can sell my stocks in there to make more money to buy into J. Gould stock. Hopefully you're seeing what's going on here. And if I buy him out, that's the plan, I should be able to get control of his railways, which is this jank-ass thing, which I'm definitely going to just all of it once I get it. And then I'll also have the stock in Vanderbilt that I can use to try to leverage him. Alright, there we go again. Yeah, they're just buying into each other, so I'm going to let there be a little bit of a... I don't know what the right word is. Oh, shit, we got to get... This train has to be full, or else I'm in trouble. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, made the first objective. That's kind of a big thing. 40% of J. Gould, and now I got to do the 1,700 carloads of steel, which I can get to just by running the stuff around. So let's get myself centered. There we go. Alright. We got that next one, too. We've got this thing. Now we just got to get our net worth up high enough. That's doable. So I just need 9.5 million, probably 10 million by the time I get to it, to actually get this going. But again, I've got a very good supply line going. I'm making money every direction I can. And this one I'll probably start adding, like, a couple mail cars, too. But now we're loading up 8 loads of trains, or 8 carloads of automobiles, but it's $46,000 a pop. So this train is carrying 8 times 44, 8 times 40, 320,000. Lost the number. Oh man, that number just plummeted. Automobiles took a crash there. That works for me. Let's buy my own stock. Again, I'm just trying to make it harder for people to buy me out too. So if anybody wants to go for me, they can. But then I'll start doing the sell-off tactic that I've showed you here with this and buy all of Jay Gould's stuff out. Stock on the rise. So naturally, our stock value is going to shoot up just a little bit more. 280 consolidations available. That's good. You can probably get upgraded to a 280. I want to see if this guy actually has to wait, or if this is actually is working better for him now. Okay, it's still not working right. I don't know what's going on there. Not worrying about that. Nope. Perfect. Morgan bought the last of that, so I made a little bit of cash on his stuff. Absolutely just going to wipe out Jay Gould once this is done. They're doing the automobile factory here. Scranton wants paper. Really? These guys too? Alright. Wow, Scranton is in a really inaccessible spot. I'm just going to throw that out there. Right, I can do this. I can do this. So we'll go up this way. I'm going to double that. Because Easton's going to become a town eventually. Well, here's my plan. Swing up and around like this. Oh my god, that is such a that's such a bad idea. Again, you're not supposed to be doing this. They're gonna oh, you're trying to buy my paper mill? Ballsy. I'm gonna stop deliveries there if you do that. That's something you can also do in this game. If they start being jerks and buying your properties up, you can just stop delivering stuff to it and they won't make any money on it. I am also going to buy the newspaper because that is something I'm going to need. Again, you want to make money at every single turn in this if you can. Thankfully, we actually have a little supply here. So Easton and Allentown are now towns, and Scranton will eventually be a town. Am I going to get this one? Thank you. Jesus, make me work for it. Alright, so now I've got Scranton up here. And what I'm going to do is do a route from here. And it's going to go back to Allentown. So it'll start here, move some passengers, pick up some paper, go up here, come back, pick up some more people. All right, J. Pierpont Morgan is now buying into me. That's kind of worthless because he's going to get bought up by Vanderbilt here shortly. I mean, whatever floats your boat, dude. I can make it work, but not really going to lose sleep on it. I could also hook in Reading. Do I? Oh, I have oil on this track, don't I? I do have oil on this track. Ho, 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 I got an idea. Wilkes-Barre is not on my pathing, so I'm not worried about him. Alright, let's swing out a track this way. And I want to hook into the right track here. Yeah, not worried about that. Okay. So now I've got another passenger line I can hook into. Oh, wait, did not hook in my oil just yet. Oil. Alright. I really thought this had been fixed in the game. So this actually... The game can actually run out of memory. Again, this game came out like 18, 20 years ago. And the game just crashed. There is a patch for it. I have to find it. And if I do find it, I'll probably make a little video for it. But oh my god, this is so embarrassing. It was doing so well. I was doing so well with it. But there is a way to actually as soon as I find it, I'll have to let you know. But yeah, that was a scenario that I was probably going to win if had the game not crashed on me. I should have dropped a save point in there. That's really frustrating. It's also frustrating if you don't leave a like on this video, leave a comment, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you all for watching. Embarrassing that the game crashed like that. And I'll see you all in the next video.